Okay, that was because I didn't have the mic turned on. We narrowly avoided disaster. Think we're good now? Yeah, okay. Sorry about that, everybody. Oi. That isn't good. That doesn't... It's not good for folks who are just, not from the live, but who are just coming to the video, like, tomorrow or whatever, watching it later. First thing they see is... I wonder if I'm losing subscribers that way. Anywho, yeah, we narrowly avoided disaster. Like 30 seconds before official time, I clicked the my battery, which is like a phone charger battery or whatever, this sort of thing, and I just tapped it, and it gave one. Well, that's even better than before. It was like blinking blue, and it's blank like this until you tap it. So, fortunately, we have two. So I plugged that in, but I forgot to turn it on. So thanks to you guys out there. Team effort. Team effort. You know what I'm saying? Team effort. Okay. Well, I was going to kill time by showing an easy way to... a little trick to tuning our shamisen, but we're all here. I might as well show it. You probably already know this. Actually, most of you are already have heard niyagari so much that you don't need a little trick. But in case you do, here's one way you can know that you're in the ballpark. Because it's all based on the ichinoito. So if you strike this, and let's say that's where you want to be for that. Because we don't need to play in the standard C or B or whatnot, because it's fretless and, well, it's tuned to the singer or whatever. They come from the range. We can go there, and that's fine. As long as we're not playing with other instruments. When we're playing by ourselves, then whatever tuning is awesome. So if we put our finger on position 6 on the ichinoito, and then we pluck the ninoito open, that should sound the same. Of course, for this to work, we have to make sure we're pressing position 6 precisely. Even then, it helps to have a tuner to kind of really to get it in. Yeah, much like guitar tuning. Guitar tuning helps because guitar tuning helps having the frets. But when it's fretless, you have to be much more precise on where that 6 is. But then when you're kind of close to there, you don't have to constantly watch the tuner, watch the number, like watch the letter A, B, C, D. You don't have to watch that go up. Just tune that together. Then you know you're somewhat there, and after, when you get in the ballpark like there, then you just wait for the needle to get to the center of your tuner. So that's for ichinoito to ninoito, and for tuning sanoito for niyagari, we press position 4 on ninoito, and then those should match. So, just for a quick example, let's say our shamisen is tuned to this, or maybe even that kind of sounds good. There we go, like key of metaphysical distress. There we go. We want to tune to niyagari from there. So, press position 6. Needs to go higher. Getting close. Hey, Michael. There we're at. We've got it. I noticed I showed this little trick to some of my beginning students, and the hardest part is, I guess, a lack of confidence of knowing, like, for example, is that higher or lower than? I guess, yeah, lack of awareness, but mostly confidence, I guess. Or one of the two. It's eventually when they just start moving the itomaki. And then they can kind of get a sense when they hear one move that can help place them or place where things are. Okay, fun facts. You guys already knew that stuff. So let's see. Let's go get cracking. Go right into it. Before we do, let me show a few things. One, Shamisen Live contest, which you all are preparing for, I'm sure. Let's take a look at our prizes, our main prize for this month's contest. We've got, the main is a Shamisen, California poster. This has all the instructors who joined us. Aki Takashi, myself, Abbott, Kevin Metz, Bolivianita, Mike Penny, and Reagan Fuji. This was 15th to 17th, 2016. If you're watching this, where were you? Not the place to be. This was the place to be. Yeah, unless Alfin starts watching. He was there. Yeah, so you'll win this. Looks great on your bedroom wall. And as usual, we've got 3 Bachido stickers. Looks great on your fridge or your instrument case. Vinyl. And Bachido patch. Looks great on your jacket. And a Bachido button. Looks great anywhere. Fiery orange. Finally, we've got my solo album, Kyle Abbott, The Cuckoo. Has tracks like Og Belair, a Tuvan song with Igil and all that stuff. Minuet, a classically thing, which was composed by Leopold Mozart. I've been all around this world, hang me. Wind and Rain, O Death, Come Thou Fount, Bonaparte's Retreat, a number of good old-time bluegrassy classics, The Cuckoo. And then Kuroda Bushi, Jonkara, that, and a few originals. So, that's pretty fun. I must say, I enjoy the Frosty. I'm more proud of Frosty was a more fun one, but this kind of is a bit more sentimental because, especially before starting Shamisen, I was totally into the old-time music, so it's kind of an homage to the past. Okay, that's that. Oh, sorry. Hey, Ben. Today, the tuning we are in is Niagari, key of C. Kyle, what is your fave Shamisen classic CD? What do you mean? Like, pre-Agatsuma Yoshida Kyodai, that kind of thing? Or, like, just the standards? I mean, just the... just the Takashi Chikuzan, or that kind of the unadulterated stuff. More standards. Shinichi Kinoshita. I'll say it in a moment. Search for this dude. Shinichi Kinoshita. He has Shinichi Kinoshita, some of his early albums, I'm sure now too. I forgot which album it was called, but he plays all of the real standard songs, Tsugaru Minyo and such, just straight through. And yeah, it's not a good benchmark to have, but something solid to learn from and enjoy. What's really interesting, one of the founding kind of players, there's of course Chikuzan Takashi, Sato Michihiro, and Shirakawa Gunpachiro, among others, of course. And fun fact, Masahiro Nitta, his father, Hiroshi Nitta, his sensei was Shirakawa, or Gunpachiro the second, Gunpachiro II. And how that kind of legacy works is, in those arts, if you're with your instructor long enough and you're doing good, then you can get their name. So you'll be Abbott 2, Abbott 3, if you guys all try hard enough. And so Hiroshi Nitta, he was, I guess, Gunpachiro II's top student. So he would have become Gunpachiro III, but Nitta-san wanted to kind of start his own school or start his own direction, so he just kept his name Nitta. But anywho, so Gunpachiro II, his sensei was Gunpachiro I, or Shirakawa Gunpachiro, the main one. And personally, so let's see, the Hirosaki, the Zenkoku Taikai, the tournament in northern Japan, Aomori and Hirosaki, and then others, of course, Hibiya, they kind of base the structure, or they want people to match. Let's see, what way would you say? What'd you call it? They hold like the top dog of their idol, as it were, is Shirakawa Gunpachiro, and everyone who participates tries to match this player. And in some ways, it's a funny thing that, like, Chikuzan Takahashi, he's viewed kind of as a father figure for the awakening of Tsugaru Shamisen, one of the father figures. But the ironic thing is, like, if he was to enter the tournament this day, he probably would never win, just because the skill level or the level of virtuosity has just been amped up to an incredible degree. Just like everyone holds Bill Monroe, they call him Father of Bluegrass and Mandolin, people hold him to a high level of regard. But most likely, if he was to enter mandolin competition, bluegrass mandolin competition, even he probably wouldn't win, I would think, just because of people like Chris Thiele, who just do amazing, really, truly amazing stuff on mandolin. It's just, to that sort of degree. However, Shirakawa Gunpachiro the first, Hiroshi Nitta, he had these old cassette tapes of original recordings of him, like played at a izakaya or a bar or something. And he played them for us once, and it was incredible that the original Shirakawa Gunpachiro, his skill is still higher, like, if he went to the competition, he probably still would win. I think even in the recording, he had this probably really beat up Hosozao Nakute Jamisen, and he just wailed. He made it sound awesome, yeah. What's my whole point of that? Oh yeah, so it would be great if those recordings could be put to CD or something to get them out, because it is really incredible that even back then, that person still has a skill that could kick anyone's tushy, even now. Both Masahiro and Hiroshi, they were listening and they were listening to him and the recordings, and even they said, like, "Wow, this is better than I can do," kind of thing. Okay, so let's see. Joel, speaking of Taiko, what can you say about the Nori project? I saw the announcement on Taiko Community Facebook group. Yes, Bruce Muigent, Christy Oshiro, and myself, or I've recently joined. The Nori project is a group that is a project that Bruce started, kind of a way to bring together like-minded musicians who are dedicating themselves to, instruments like shamisen, taiko, fue, and such. and not only who are doing that to promote these instruments, but then also kind of have a same kind of mindset, open-minded dedication, but also kind of an open, free sort of mind. And it won't be, of course, just these instruments, but also I think collaboration with, I think he knows a tabla player or salsa guitarist, or kind of something that can collaborate with different genres and cultural musics around the world. We just started. I've only played with them. Originally, it's Bruce, Christy, and Carl Young on shakuhachi, and I just joined very recently, and we played our second gig together. First one was last year at the San Francisco Taiko Dojo's concert, their annual concert. That went really well, and just had only one rehearsal, but it all tied together quite well. Excuse me. Last month we had our first concert in 6 months, or whenever the last one was. Maybe it was 3. Oh, sorry, it was 3 months. Our second and last concert in the past 3 months. There we only had 5 minutes to rehearse, and it went flawlessly. And that's, I think, the main part of the Nori project. Not only people playing these kind of instruments together, but also they just have kind of a similar flow mindset where we can all kind of get together with a little rehearsal and just the gears lock in. That's a beautiful thing. Mark, are those the one you used in your vid on feeling in Tsugaru Shamisen? Which one? I kind of forgot what I talked about in terms of the one. Let me know, and I'll address that. Okay, so that's that. Final thing before we get started onto today's lesson. Got I should have brought the full blocks. Here's the next Itomaki. This is to replace this one. I used some different compounds, like for violin sort of stuff. This is the heel compound, a brown. It's almost like lipstick that you apply, and it hardens after 24 hours. But sadly, there's just too much wiggle, and epoxy didn't work either, really. So I had to make a new one, which is this. The wood came on Monday, and turned out well. It'll darken when the camellia oil is put on. kind of a shame. It might be hard to tell. It's a little blurry. Personally, I like the grain of this one, and it matches with the other two because it came from the same block. This is a little more speckled, thinner, as it were. This side kind of looks pretty cool. But oh well. That's my punishment for moving too quickly. I don't know how many times I'm going to learn that lesson in life before I finally learn to. If you feel, it's funny thing is I felt myself in the wrong state of mind, but even then I just still went at it and got what was coming to me. Oh, maybe another 20 years, another 50 years. Okay, it'll still be beautiful. Mark, if I mention recordings, if I mention those recordings in a previous video or whatnot, probably I don't actually have the recordings, so I wouldn't have had those to show. But if I ever do, y'all will be the first to know. Okay, let's get started. Tuner. We are in the key of C, Niagari. The song is Bolivianita. Off of Monsters of Shamisen, Stellar. First note will be open sonorito. Open Sanuito. Let's strike that. Callisto, I do have an extra peg, but it can't be used. I mean, it won't be able to keep any tension in it. So first note, Sanuito. We'll strike that twice. Da, da. Then 7, Sanuito. 0, 0, 7, 6, 4. 0, 0, 7, 6, 4. 0, 0, 7, 6, 4, 3, 3, 4. 0, 0, 7, 6, 4, 3, 3, 4. 0, 0, 7, 6, 4, 3, 3, 4. Save for the next contest. Yeah, maybe. Actually, a friend already claimed it. Oh well. Callisto, I thought you were able to temporarily keep tension on the rosin. Yeah, still, I'd rather just make a new one. Having that level of kincho, especially if you're performing and not sure if it's going to slip, I can't afford that on my conscience. Then 3, 3, 4. 0, 0, 7, 6, 4, 3, 3, 4. We repeat that. 0, 0, 7, 6, 4, 3, 3, 4. You can also do that on the Ichinoto as well. Easiest would be either ring finger and middle for 7, 6, or pinky ring. I prefer pinky ring because then my index finger can be closer to the 4, and I don't have to move my hand. Even this could be. So. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Now let's go to the verse. 0, 0, 4, 4, 3, 0. Then mid 3, ni noto 3. Then ni noto 0, 0, 4, 4, 3, 0, 4. Or you can do 0, 0, open, open, 3, mid 3, 0, 4. I think I like using ni noto because it activates the sawari. But sanuito works fine too. So 0, 0, 4, 4, 3, 0, 3, 0, 3, 0, 0, 4, 4, 3, 0, 4, low 4. 0, 0, 4, 4, 3, 0, 3, 0, 0, 4, 4, 3, 0, low 4. repeats twice. So. Ready for the next part? Say it one more time. Oh, I'm adding in squee and stuff, but you can add that if you want to, but not necessary. You can practice your bachitsuke if you want. Next. 4, 4, 6, 7, 7. Ni no icho 7. I don't know if I would bar, because our next note is up here. 4, 6, 7, mid 7, 7. Let's go to sol cam. 4, 6, 7, 7, 7. Like that. Then 10. Nine, 9. 4, 6, 7, 7, 7, 10, 9, 9. Let's see. Then 6, 6, 9, 9. Dun, dun. Yeah, I can just do dun dun. Then 9, 9, 7, 6, 4. Then we repeat this twice. 4, 4, 6, 7, 7, 7, 10, 9, 9, 6, 6, 9, 9, 7, 6, 4. 4, 6, 7, 7, 7, 10, 9, 9, 6, 6, 9, 9, 7, 6, 4. Hey Johnny, you missed my technical difficulties in the beginning. Welcome, glad you came. So we can add, we can put in some decorative hajiki and sukui in there. So that would be 9, 9, hajiki, sui, hajiki, 7, hajiki, then 6, sukui, and then down on 4. Down, hajiki, up, hajiki, down. That. So from the beginning. And 7, 6, 4, 3, 3, 4. 0, 0, 7, 6, 4, 3, 3, 4. 0, 0, 4, 4, 3, 0, 3. 0, 0, 4, 4, 3, 0, 4. 0, 0, 3, 3, well, 0, 0, 4, 4, 3, 0, mid 3. 0, 0, mid 4, 4, 3, 0, low 4. 4, 4, 6, 7, 7, 7, 10, 9, 9, 6, 6, 9, 9, 7, 6, 4. 4, 6, 7, 7, 7, 10, 9, 9, 6, 6, 9, 9, 7, 6, 4. Like that. Let's see. Oh, see you, Mark. Glad you made it. So let's see. Johnny, if you break a string during the recording, that adds bonus points, and you will certainly win. Oh, quick fun fact. Mike, also, yeah. I made a video a few years ago called Epic String Breakage during show or something. It was playing in Florida with Taiko Shamisen, and the story of that is the string broke on stage. The night before, I changed all the strings so that wouldn't happen, and then the next morning, I played a bit to kind of stretch them out and warm up, and then Sanoito broke. So I think I probably replaced it. I took it off and put another one on. And then in the green room at the concert that afternoon, I played and it broke again. Uh-oh, this isn't reassuring. So I twisted it down and retied it on, I think. And then, sure enough, on stage playing, it broke a third time. So that kind of shell-shocked me to where I'm kind of afraid to change strings. Because if the string is working now, why change it? Why risk a new string breaking? So using that philosophy, I haven't changed these strings. Of course, this is a new set for the Akatsuki, but at least the Eclipse their strings are a year old. But playing with Mike in Atlanta last year, he changed the strings right before, and I kept mine on. And lo and behold, his broke on stage. And then again, like last month, when we played in San Francisco, it broke it again on stage. However, I think it's probably the coma, like a little burr or something in it that has to be smoothed out. But however, it's always fun, especially if you have someone joining you who can take over. while you're changing it. It adds a real level of unplanned excitement, and I think the audience really feels it. You know, where you're learning this down, pulling the string, and doing a fix on the spot. It really adds its suspense. Long story short, too late. If you break a string, that's bonus points for you, my friend. Oh, Carl made it. Hey, Carl. Hey, by the way, Mike Penny, we're doing our podcast tonight, not tomorrow. So we'll definitely cover that stuff. Oh, speaking of which, I just showed Carl. Someone, Andreas, or blah, blah, blah. I was talking with Carl about changing strings, and my philosophy for mandolin is just change it when one string breaks, because they're in sets of 2. Every string has, or every line has 2 sets. And just, what day is it? 2 days ago, my string broke after, must have been well over a year. But I only play it once a month. So, talking for the sake of talking. Okay. Okay, well, glad you could at least tune in. Just keep it on and give us your punishment whenever you feel like it. Okay. I don't think strings have an expiration date. Maybe if they start to feel brittle, then that's when to change. But those must be, they probably have to get like 10 years old or more. That's Bolivianita, the dream. Oy vey. Johnny, sure. Let me know. Send me a message about that. Okay. Here it is at speed. Distracted by Carl's puns. I think that's about the speed. More or less. We can always check on with the YouTube link later. Okay, next part. Then 4 squee 7 4 7 4 7 4 4 7 4 7 4 squee 4. Yeah, 4 4 up down. 7 4 7 4 4 4 7 4 4 4. And then this we can do our practice for our a quick same motion, but every stroke will have a different note. 4 6 4 4 6 7. 4 6 7 7 7 6 4 6 7. 4 6 7 7 7 6 4 6 7. From here, it's a we can go stretch from 7 to 10, but I think it'd be simpler to do 11 10. More clear. I think at the time of recording that Stellar, I just did it on one string, like 7 10. Which meant it wasn't as accurate too. I wasn't as comfortable with playing multiple strings at that time. So if we can, 7 7 7 6 4 6 7, zoom up to 11 ni no ito, and do 11 10 11 10. 10 being on san no ito. I guess that's 1 sharp as it reads on the Fujaku. This is 13, the 10, 12, 13, 13 sharp. Yeah, 13 sharp. So 11 10 11 10 13 sharp sharp 10 sharp 10 9. Then 7 7 7 again. 7 7 7 6 4 6 7 7 7 7 6 4 6 7. Then up here again, 11 10. Instead of going to hear it again, we're going to do 11 10 11 10 10. 11 10 11 10 10. 11 10 do da do da da do da do do. And that'll be 11 10 ni no ito. 11 10 da 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 da. Like that. Any questions? Of course, notation for this will be made and posted on the Patreon thingy. Johnny Pete's, a delay because of your laziness condition. What if you win some classy swag, i.e. a Bachido Shamisen California poster, which is semi-gloss, a copy of The Cuckoo, 3 stickers, a Bachido patch, and button. Oh my goodness. Jose, about the notation, where can we find those? I didn't see it on... Oh, did I not send you a message? I should have sent you a message that included... I have them all in a Dropbox folder. Let me know, because if I didn't send them to you, my apologies. I'll get right... Let me know, and I'll get right on that. Next. 7, 6. Oh no. Next will be 4 3 0 0 3 4. 4 3 0 0 3 4. 4 3 0 0 3 4. Then will be low 4 0 1. And this one will be good for the notation. Oh, Michael, sorry, I forgot to. The contest will be the entry. Ideally, will be something. Let me get to personal cam. So it's kind of up to you. Basically, this is the drill that kind of started, that kicked off the next contest. So your entry could be any part of that, even just that's all you're comfortable with. Or you can make something completely different, but in this form of every note having an up and down. That wasn't every note, my bad. Yeah, make whatever you want. Yeah. Go wild, whatever feels cool for you. Cool. Awesome. So yeah, you guys all have a full month-ish, full month minus a week. So, Carl, you missed out on the audio technical difficulties. Yeah, so we got plenty of time. So anytime you've got a few minutes to kill, just turn on that camera and get her done. Okay, so the next part is... Four, 4, 3, 0, 0, 3, 4. No, sorry. 4, 3, 0, 0, 3, 3, mid 3. 4, 3, 0. 3, 4, 0, 1, 3, 4, 0, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, open, sun nose, 0, open, 3, ni no ito. It's a little tricky, but you can get it. 4, 4, 0, 1, 3, 1, 0, 3. Oopsie. Here we go. Alright, sorry about that. 4, 4, 0, 1, 3, 1, 0, 3. Next will be 4, 3, 0, 7, 6, 7, 6, 4, 3, 0, 7, 6, 7, 6. Like that. 4, 3, 0, 7, 6, 7, 6. The next will be low 4, open ni no ito, 4, 0, 1, sun no ito open, then ni no ito, 3, open, low 4. Da, 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 da. 4, 0, 1, 0, 3, 0, 4. All right, let's go through it. Because then after that, just repeats over again. So let's do it at a slower speed. 1, 2, 3, and dun 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 dun. 0, 0, 7, 6, 4, 3, 3, 4. 0, 0, 4, 4, 3, 0, 3. 0, 0, 4, 4, 3, 0, 4. 0, 0, 4, 4, 3, 0, 3. 0, 0, 4, 4, 3, 0, 4. 4, 6, 7, 7, 7, 10, 9, 9, 6, 6, 9, 9, 7, 6, 4. 4, 6, 7, 7, 7, 10, 9, 9, 6, 6, 9, 9, 7, 6, 4. 4, 11, 4, 7, 4. 4, 7, 4, 6, 4. Oh, see you, Johnny. 4, 6, 7, 7, 7, 6, 4, 7, 6, then 10, 11, 10, 11, 10, sharp, 10, sharp, 10, 9, 7, 7, 7, 6, 4, 7, 6, 11, 10, 11, 10, 10, 11, 10, 11, 10, 4, 3, 0, 0, 3, 3, 4013103 4307676 4010304 4307676 4010301 da 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 da. Yeah. Let's see, any points about this? Oh yeah, there are some little tricky timing things. It kind of reminds me of the Ayushi, the da 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 sort of. The da 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 comes in a little early. Isn't it a cool melody, Michael? And this part is pretty square. Actually, I heard two different recordings. One recording was very square. The singer was going da 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 da. But then this other recording went da 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 da. Actually, it could also be. Okay, so instead of, let's see. Instead of that, 4 6 7 7 7 10 9 6 6 9 9 7 6 4. You could do just like the ending part. Low 4 0 1 3 1 open 3 0 0 3 3 1 0 4 4 0 3 4 0 1 3 1 0 3 0 0 3 1 0 1. Then from here 1 0 4. I'm sorry. Then you do 4 7 4 7 4 4 7 4 7 4. That would be better contrast for the next part, which needs to go up here. Let me do it one more time, then we'll call it a day. 1, 2, 3, 4. bar chord. 4. Oy. Oy. And that is it. That is it's a nice concentrated song. Concentrated with goodness and groove. Tired. Haven't had any coffee yet. That would be why. Okay, hey everyone, thank you for joining in. Good luck to you all and Johnny at this moment for the Shamisen live contest. Bolivianita lucky, maybe later. And check out Bolivianita Monsters of Shamisen. Type that in YouTube because the way the CD Baby puts it on the YouTube thing, so you can see that version there. If you want to get it free, which I like that kind of stuff. Oh, Joel, glad you liked. Michael, thanks, glad you liked the song, and I look forward to hearing you do it sometime. Joel, glad you enjoyed the podcast. We're doing another one tonight. We'll be addressing. Carl had a question about something. So the third one will probably be this coming Tuesday. Now we're on a roll, so we're good. We got it going. More podcasts, yes. Yeah, Carl's question, we'll be answering that as well as stuff. Whatever tangents we get into, we'll sure to cover. Let's see. Next week, it's not confirmed, but I'm potentially playing a flash gig in Atlanta at a Suntory whiskey sipping thingy in the speakeasy. And they want jazz with Shamisen. And that's going to be on Thursday evening. Perfect day to drink. Evening to drink. So probably won't have a live lesson next week, but we will certainly have a podcast for you to dive into. Oh yes, Carl, I'm going to try to, hopefully from now on we'll arrange our conversation to kind of fit better in a half-hour spot. I might even have a timer go so we can kind of judge where we are in a conversation before we're talking and we realize, it's like 10 o'clock or something. Yes, whiskey is first. Okay. Have a good day and night and week, everybody. See you all next time. Thank you for all checking out the podcast. And here too, of course. Bye-bye. How do we turn this off?